Hi guys, welcome to another video of MaxiAspie, and today I'll be talking about the true moment I accepted my autism. So throughout all my life I knew that I was autistic, pretty much. I got the diagnosis I believe when I was 5 or 6. So growing up I always knew that, I was a bit different than anyone else. That later led to other diagnoses such as OCD, ADHD, and then when I was in college I was then diagnosed with epilepsy. However, I don't think I truly understood enough my condition until I started working with the National Autistic Society in 2016 on the campaign Could You Stand the Rejection, which focused on autistic people going out to work and the lack of opportunity there is for autistic people in employment. As I say, growing up I always accepted myself. I always knew I was a bit different, that I thought differently. My mum always used to explain to me that other people's brain works like this and my brain works like this. I don't know if that was a good example or not, but I understood it nonetheless. And growing up I always was told through my parents that I could do anything that I wanted to put my mind to, that I was no different to anyone else in that respect. But deep down I knew that my mum and dad always made sure that there was reasonable adjustments put into place for me, that there was more things going on with school with myself than there was with my brother, and that in general it was trickier and harder, I think, not only for them but also for me in that process of growing up. And for many years I knew that I had these conditions, but I didn't exactly know how they affected me. And this is why I think that this is where I truly accepted the fact that I was autistic and I accepted my autism. It became something growing up that I wouldn't say ashamed of, but you always sort of dreaded the point of people realising that you was different and then you having to explain why you're a bit different, and you always sort of dreaded that because you couldn't, for me I couldn't really explain, okay, I've got autism. That's how I would have thought of it at the time. I've got autism, like it was some disease, but I didn't necessarily know how it affected me. I knew some things, like I was rubbish at processing information. I was not the smartest kid in the school, but I never put that down to things such as my autism. I didn't think for 1 minute I wasn't processing information as good as everyone else because I was autistic. And it was only until I started working in the National Autistic Society that I started to look at a lot of things and go, oh, okay, that affects me. Oh, okay, that affects me. Oh, okay, that affects me. And from then on, I really embraced the fact and was no longer dreading telling people that I was autistic. I wasn't sort of ashamed of being autistic. If anything, I really embraced it and accepted it in that moment. And it was a mission for me to make sure that nobody else feels the way that I did, but also everyone else that grows up who is autistic gets the same opportunity as neurotypical people, but also gets the help and support that they need. And working through that campaign, the National Autistic Society, I think not only it made me accept myself and got me to accept my autism and me, but it also lit a fire in me which wanted to make sure that other people never felt that way and progressed in their life the way that they should and the way that they deserve to progress in their life. So for me, that was the true moment that I accepted my autism, my OCD, my ADHD, my epilepsy, and more importantly, when I accepted me. So guys, tell me what you think down below. Leave some comments. Have you ever felt like this? Do you understand where I'm coming from, or am I just talking utter nonsense? Guys, thank you as always for watching. It really means a lot. Feel free to subscribe, and guys, thank you as always. Take care and goodbye for now.